going to be looking at the NASDAQ 100. I'm going to be going over some of the levels that I'm going to be looking for next week. Today was a nice pullback. I think much needed for the bulls. By the way, set up a new camera. Let me know what you guys think about it. I think it's a lot more cleaner than what we used to have here on the channel. So we're always trying to elevate and get better, not only with our trading, but our production and productivity and everything else. So let's go ahead and dive into these charts, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm looking at. So we're looking at the NASDAQ 100. I'm looking at the triple Qs here, ETF. Today we did pull back 5.5 points, down almost 2%. Again, you know, some people are going to get a little worried if you had some trouble kind of finding some levels or making some money today. You know, it's okay. As long as you didn't blow up your account, you're going to be fine. But what we're looking at here, we're looking at an inverse hammer candle. So, you know, is it the end of the world? No. Do the bears have short-term control? You know, maybe, right? Maybe if we start taking out this level here, we got a little bit of a gap to fill into 303.40. That's going to be one of the levels that we're going to want to be keeping on watch, right? We want to see, does 303 kind of hold? Does it not hold? We do have all of the SMAs kind of stacked above. This is still very bullish, right? We've got the 5 over the 10 over the 20, the 20 over the 50. Until the bulls lose that 50-day moving average, I'm really not going to be too concerned about, you know, any type of pullback. This is much needed. This is good rest here. But for all of you traders and scalpers, what we can be looking at here is 304.50. Anything below that, we can short this into this rising support at around 300, right? Just keep in mind that we might have a short-term pit stop here at 303.40. So just be kind of careful in that area. But ultimately, I can see us getting down into the 300 area. If we do lose 300, that next area of support we're really going to want to look at is going to be 295. Let's quickly take a look at the SPY. So if we take a look at the SPY, same kind of chart here, same kind of action. What we're looking for here on the SPY is going to be 411. We're going to see if the bulls can hold that area. If they can't, we're looking for a 409 price target. If we do start to lose 409 and we get a daily candle close below 409, what I'm going to be looking for here is 406. Those are the only levels I'm going to look to play. I'm not going to really look for that long position until we can backtest one of these two supports. I think it's necessary not only for the market, but for the bulls. You know, if there is going to be a continued rally, things cannot just continue to go straight up. We need to pull back. We need to rest. We need to kind of reset, allow more buyers to kind of step in, right? So for all of you guys, if you're watching this and you've stopped trading, come back into the market, go to Evolution Traders, join the Discord, start learning. Right now is the time where you guys want to start learning. You guys want to start implementing your strategies. You want to start implementing, you know, your trade journal, setting up your rules so you guys can kind of catch this next move, whether we go to the top side or we decide to pull back. Definitely need you guys to come back in that Discord. If you have any questions, just don't hesitate to reach out. DM me. I'm always in there. I'll be able to answer anything. So what we're looking at, let's look at the SPYs on the hourly chart today, right? So if we kind of look at what happened today, we put in this high here off the open, 1, 2, 3 hours off the open here, 416.98 before we aggressively pulled back. Now, if you were looking for a sneaky channel here to kind of short, as soon as we lost this upper channel level here, we did have room down into all of this support, which was the SMA. So we had a little bit of a short scalp between 414.50 all the way down to around 413. So you had about $1 move there. The next major area that I was looking for here was a loss of the 50 SMA. We did not get a confirmation candle really that kind of set up, you know, later in the day at around 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But if you took the first entry on the breakdown of this 50 SMA here, 413 all the way down to a price of 411, so another $2, right? Very hard to kind of short the market. The better play was off the open, most definitely. If we kind of look at what we did off the open here, and I was actually trading some NASDAQ futures and caught a couple longs off the open. But if we look at what we did here off the open, if we look at these pre-market highs at 414.97, let's call it 415. As soon as we broke those pre-market highs of 415, we ran all the way up to 416.89, so almost about $1.89. Very good move. The other move that we would have been looking for here is the play that reconfirmed back over the 20 SMA. Pre-market had an aggressive sell-off. We kind of bottomed out here towards the lower channel, started to push our way back up. As soon as we reclaimed here 5 minutes after the bell, you can see when we got this close over the 20 SMA, that price was 413.44. If you would have just got in on this next confirmation candle, you would have sat through a little bit of back testing here of that 20 SMA before we shot up all the way to that price of 416. So again, I am looking for more continued pullback going into next week, maybe 1-2 days, see what the bulls want to do if we're going to hold some of these rising supports. If we're able to hold some of these rising supports, I think it's very, very bullish for the overall market as a whole. We have to see what's going to happen with a lot of these earnings that are still going to come out, and some of the earnings that did come out. Apple got slammed, Amazon, they kind of pulled it back. So we need to see, are they going to buy up these bad or quote unquote bad earnings, right? I mean, the earnings are not great. Let's just call an ace, a spade a spade. Earnings across the board, they're not great. So we need to see, how does the market react to that? Are they going to buy this up, or are they going to let it fall? If they let it fall, it's okay. We do have some support, but we really need to keep an eye on some of those lower demand zones. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord that's down in the description box below. If you guys would like to get funded and trade some futures with me, I can help you guys get funded $50, $100, or $150,000 worth of trading capital. US based prop firm. Top Step is the company that I work with and for. I've been trading with them for well over 2 years now. Great companies. As soon as you're funded, daily payouts, this, that, and the other, everything's good on their end. And I'll see you guys all in the next video.